Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Ready to kick it off and get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. And he'll be stopped at the 17. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Got the quick pass. There he goes. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That's reeled in. It's Henry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Got it behind the line. It's Henry. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
And man, that's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about...
He's got it, first down and more. Flying down the left side. The 30, at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Hoover. Complete to the left. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's McAllister. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's McAllister.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
Pulls it in. It's McAllister. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Snagged in the middle. It's McAllister. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Calls his own number. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And he'll run out of bounds to wrap up the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
That's caught. It's Sands.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Henry. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Got a man. It's Henry. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Breaks free. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, TCU. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explode.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Messer. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Sands. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space, and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Henry. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Sands. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Sands. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. The 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sands. Took a chance on that return, and it did not pay off as he's out of bounds at the 10. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, TCU.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's the heat. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Messer. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half up.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Fielded in the end zone, it's Messer. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. And the Owls line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to run for it. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll go back to the air on second down. Got a man, it's Sands. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The Owls come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Pulls it in, it's Henry.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Platt. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Long drive going, but this 9th play will be a 3rd and 10. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction.
They brought the heat and they get him on the ground, and a 4th down sack stopped this drive cold. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break.
Breaks into the open. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Using his feet. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. 8th play of the drive coming up. Now on the move. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.